Hello everybody, I'm here for day 13 of ICAD, the index card a day. I added some of the Liquitex Basic Acrylic Light Modeling Paste again to this piece of book text. And I used a stencil. I stenciled it through a stencil that had the pink on it from yesterday. So I've got some pink that's already on there, which is okay with me. I think pink and brown, which is what I'm going to be using some coffee today. I think they look really nice together. So I'm going to put this book text down on top of my 3x5 index card. Let's see if I can. I've been moving my light around, which has kept me kind of off camera or low in the camera. So I've moved it today. Hopefully I'll be in better shape. Okay, so that's that. And let me put the top back on this. I'll turn it over and press it down a little bit. I already have my day recorded here, which I had been forgetting. Okay, so I've got some coffee. It's just instant coffee diluted with water. And it's set on my desk and it's dried and reconstituted and dried and reconstituted, so it's pretty thick. What I'm going to do is put some coffee on this paper, and when I do that, you should be able to see the stencil better. It's kind of like coffee stains, the stencil that I'm using. I'm trying to see if I see it around anywhere close by so I can show you, but I don't. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna spray it and let the coffee move around a little. Down on the end where I have not added any. Just let it drip. It's dripping on my paper that is going to be under paper. I don't know why this is not working. There we go. It's going to be under paper when we're all done. Paper that could never be recreated. It just gets created as you're doing things. Okay, so now I need to dry this. And let me see if I can find my paint. No, it's not it. That's a candle. All right, so I'm going to dry this. I did not start my timer. There's many things to think about, but anyway, it'll be all right. It's going to be as long as it takes anyway. It's a sketchbook paper that I've got underneath here, and it's curling up a little bit with the dampness from the water that's dripped on it. Okay, so I think that's dry enough for me to do the next thing that I want to do, which is to take some acrylic paint. And I've got this Dina Wakley magenta, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit out on this card here, or tag. I don't think I'll need a whole bunch of it, but anyway, I'm going to use that. And I've got a makeup sponge here. Let me get that out of the way. That long handle brush, which I don't like, and I'm still continuing to use. And I'm going to put it through some punchinella or sequin waste. Around on this card. And I do think that pink and brown look nice together. Okay. Let's put a little bit more right here. All right, so once again, I need to dry this. You can reuse the makeup sponge as long as you clean the acrylic paint off of it. If it dries on there, you can cut it off and use it again. But I'll put this copper in water, so I'll be able to use it again without cutting it down. Okay, there's that. And I have I've got a stamp here, a art foaming stamp, and I'm going to use this. This is ground espresso with some hickory smoke added to it by mistake. Okay, stamp this off here a couple of places. I did not, well, hang on a second, let me do this. I've got this number stamp, which is a humongous number stamp, which I had misplaced, I thought. It was kind of in plain sight, but I just didn't look in the right place. So I want to put this down in a couple of places. It's numbers and letters and symbols. All right, and now I've got this piece, which I'm not using a stitchy bit today. I'm using this, which is kind of big and going to cover everything, but let me tear it down. Okay, I'm still going to cover a lot, but it is what it is, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to put this down. See if I can get it to stick with I've got a corner here that's not sticky. See if I can get it stuck down with the glue stick. I've had this saying, you know, it's not going to stick because that where I use the modeling paste there's texture there and it's not going to stick. So we're going to use some Fabri-Tac, which I could have used 3-in-1, but I picked up Fabri-Tac first, so that's what I'm going to use. Now let's see if I can get it to stick down. Turn it over and press it down a bit. Get the top back on this. Okay, so what I have here is often the lesson of the day is patience. Now I've always heard don't pray for patience because, you'll be tried and tested, and so you don't want to pray for that. But sometimes the lesson for the day is actually patience. Waiting. Waiting is not an easy thing, not something we in this fast-paced, instant sort of lifestyle, we don't do that well. So anyway, I thought it was appropriate. Often the lesson of the day is patience. Now I want to do some splatters, and I'm going to use the white, I think. This is the Dr. P.H. Martin Bleed Proof White. Wet it a little bit. Sometimes I have this horrible feeling that I didn't turn the camera on, but I did. Okay. And we just need to dry it one more time. All right, and that's not sticking down. Put some more glitter glue on there. And I want to edge it so that it has some color around the edges and not just white. And I'm using the ground espresso. I knew it was espresso, couldn't remember what the first word was. Okay, so here we have day 13 of Index Card a Day, and I hope to see you tomorrow for day 14.